Right, be with you in a second. Where is it? There he is. Right. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, edit post. Thanks for the like. Right. Oh, bugger. There we go. No. And oh, come on. Right. So, let's start. What happens when there's no disqualifications, no holes barred, no boundaries? Twitch claims to be the #1 streaming platform in the world, but not even Twitch can contain the most intense wrestling event of 2021, where there are no limits. Every man is out for themselves when GMW presents Anarchy Rules. In any form, and any negativity is not welcome in this stream. Any negative will be dealt with, any bullying will be an instant ban. This is a positive stream / community, and none of that is welcome. Please, enjoy the show.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the race and we ignore the fight. We need a miracle. We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are
gentlemen, welcome, 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 welcome. It is time for another installment of the one and only GMW. This is the last GMW Underground for this time at least, because next week I'll be over on Twitch to do the what they call it, to do Anarchy Rules next week. So yeah, this will be the last. This is going to be the last pay-per-view. Well, the last episode of Underground for the time being before the hiatus. The next episode of Underground will take place. The next episode of Underground will take place May 29th. So, tonight, 2 matches. Tessa Blanchard versus Mercedes. Rob Van Dam versus Loco Joe. And plus a whole lot more. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Switzerland. This is GMW Underground. Right. You're probably wondering why I'm not on my camera. Well, I'm about to eat my tea. And I'm going to eat my tea while I'm doing this. Because my tea is over there. Is on my bed at the moment as I'm doing this. So nobody wants to see me eat my food on stream. Nobody wants that. So, beautiful people. We're going to kick off with a very pissed off, very angry Big Amish, who is now still not the World Heavyweight Champion. And I'll tell you the reason why he is not the World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm going to put both the episodes up eventually, if Facebook will allow me. But, little thing just popped up down my screen. But the reason why he is not on my, what they call it, he is not the World Heavyweight Champion, is because of one person, Punishment Martinez. Because Punishment Martinez, this past Thursday, cashed in Money in the Bank on during the match between Big Amish and Hulk Hogan. The match was scheduled to be, if Big Amish beat Hogan this past Thursday, he would get a championship match. But Punishment Martinez put an end to that. And he walked out with the World Heavyweight Championship. Because the one-on-one confrontation between Hogan and the Big Amish turned into a triple threat match for the world title. But Martinez came in, hit the straightjacket DDT, and stole the world title. And basically stole the title shot of the Big Amish. And Amish is not a happy bunny. Don't let any of that deceive you, what you're seeing on the screen there, ladies and gentlemen, because I can assure you that guy is one happy SOB. One unhappy SOB. He is not a happy guy. He is fuming. When you share out your, what they call it, and your alert pops up. When you shared out your stream, and your alert pops up. So yeah, he is unhappy beyond belief. And to be fair, I would be unhappy too, if it was me. Because he pretty much got his title shot stolen from him. And even though he's in the Anarchy Rules Scramble match, upcoming at Anarchy Rules next week, he wants Punishment Martinez now. And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. Or the new World Heavyweight Champion. And with Punishment Martinez winning the world title, the Lobos pretty much have all the belts, with the exception of the hardcore title and the women's title. But as far as the major titles go, the tag team, the TV, and the world, they're all in the path of the Lobos. But at the moment, Mr. Martinez is walking around as the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. For those of you that have tuned in and wondering why there's no camera, I'm eating my tea. Just to let you all know. I'm having my tea. So, I'm eating, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Are we going to see a war between these two? Big Amish. Being patient. I thought this man would be ripping his head off right now, considering what he did on Thursday. I thought he'd be ripping his brains out. Because if it was me, and I was in the Big Amish's shoes, I would want to rip his face off. Looks like we're not going to see a brawl before Amish turns around and whacks him with the microphone. Ooh. Looks like Martinez has put Big Amish in his place. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Amish an opportunity tonight here on Underground. I'm going to give Amish one opportunity tonight. Tonight, it's Big Amish versus Punishment Martinez, one-on-one, in a 2 out of 3 falls hardcore rules match. If Amish wins, he will get a championship match this coming week on GMW right before the pay-per-view. If he doesn't, he'll have to wait until the pay-per-view. So, on to the first match of the evening. On to the first match of the evening, which is Tag Team Extreme Rules. Now, this was a match that was a main event on Tuesday, but us in the Mafia, me specifically, you know what? Fuck this. Hello, everyone. Everybody in the Mafia, me and OJJ specifically, were not very happy with the fact that we ended up on the losing end. And Maniac and Samoa Joe beat us. So, this is our chance tonight to get even. Now, don't get me wrong. It was what it was on Tuesday, but like I say, we don't get mad in the Mafia, we get even. And here's the deal, because the reason for this match is because I go one-on-one with Samoa Joe May 22nd at Anarchy Rules, and OJJ and Maniac still have some beef, even though they're going to be in the scramble match for the world title at Anarchy Rules. So, yeah, it is what it is. But we'll see what happens. Can we get our revenge? Or will Maniac and Samoa Joe prove Tuesday was not a fluke? Let's find out. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be weird seeing him fight Loco Joe at the next LCW pay-per-view. But anyway. This is a tag team partner. Maniac, former television champion. Looking to be the heavyweight champion of the world. He wants to be the champion. Now, don't get me wrong. The reason why he's in the scramble match is because he has been on the roll. Singles-wise, at least. And not only that, he holds pinfall victories over the world heavyweight champion. I can't remember who the world champion was he beat, but he does hold a pinfall victory over the heavyweight champion. We are the Wolfpack. The Mafia are in full effect. Captain and Vice Captain, I guess you could say. The Godfather and the Vice Captain of the Mafia, OJJ. Yes, you probably think I would probably give Goldberg that role, but he's my enforcer, and I keep him that way. So, tornado tag rules, anything goes. Let's go. Not a bad start for me. I'm doing Rob Van Dam impersonations. But anyway, boot to the midsection, and Maniac just flutters me away. OJJ with Samoa Joe. Like I say, it's false count anywhere, guys. Like I say, the same rules apply on Tuesday. Same rules apply. Oh my God. Same rules as Tuesday. Oh. Irish whip far side. Combinations by on Samoa Joe by OJJ. Neckbreaker by me. And $1 million fist drop on Maniac. That was a reverse suplex I just saw there. Like a press slam into a spine buster. An elbow. Beautiful neck breaker. Roundhouse right. Irish whip. And into a cutter. Meanwhile, OJJ and Samoa Joe are on the outside. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. Samoa Joe runs back in to try and break that up, but Maniac didn't need any help. Half Nelson suplex. And a jawbreaker on Samoa Joe. Godfather looking for a weapon underneath the ring. And he's looking for a ladder. And Samoa Joe was on the verge of going for a ride there, but I think Samoa Joe countered that. A cutter, tight move. Well, referee out of position as per usual. I have no idea why I'm climbing up the ladder. Not a clue why I was climbing up the ladder there, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not a ladder match, but maybe I was going to do a finishing move. I don't know. We will never find out. Now, because of my stupidity, OJJ is getting a beat down in the corner. Maniac goes out on the outside. I think he's looking for a weapon. And he is looking for a weapon. But he runs right into a version of the zigzag. And there's the choke there. Will Samoa Joe tap? No, we won't. If anybody knows that move, betting. If anybody knows that move, it's Samoa Joe. Snapmare. looking for an arm wrench, doesn't get it. Maniac with the Godfather on the outside. Knees to the face. Oh, the spinning back fist. Or back slap. Either way, it was vicious. Knee to the back. Or knee to the chest, rather. Maniac takes a ladder right in the face from the Godfather. Now Samoa Joe looking for a piece of the Godfather, but then goes back to OJJ. Maniac gets attacked by the Godfather, but then Samoa Joe attacks the Godfather from behind, getting rid of that ladder. Now the Mafia looking to fight Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe has the Godfather in a crossface. Maniac with OJJ on the outside. Oh my God, Spine Buster on the outside. Boot to the midsection, I think not. Clothesline. Hard clothesline. Looking for a chop block, doesn't get it. And the cutter. Freshly squeezed cutter. Meanwhile, Muscle Buster 2. And the Muscle Buster broke it up. 1, 2, 3. And up OJJ. The Muscle Buster broke up the cutter. The Muscle Buster broke up the cutter. And then OJJ goes to break it up, but it hits Maniac and then just misses by an inch the breakup. And Samoa Joe and Maniac get another victory over the Mafia. Not happy with that, but it is what it is. Here we go. Right. Rashad Davenport, who is the new comrade of Ashton Jules. And a week from Tuesday, him and Ashton Jules will be tag team, if you will. They will be a tag team as well. So we'll see what happens on that. But they will be a tag team a week from Tuesday. They will make their tag team debut, is what I'm trying to say. But this is Rashad's debut here tonight. His in-ring debut. What are we going to see? Here we go. There he is. Rashad Davenport. Rashad Davenport, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's it. Apparently he's the new tag team partner, bodyguard of Ashton Jules. But they are going to be a tag team a week from Tuesday. They will make their tag team debut. But tonight, Ashton wants Rashad to go one-on-one with Mr. Lostman, who's been a constant pain in the ass to Ashton Jules. And he's on a bit of a losing streak since losing the title. Because he lost the championship, the hardcore title, last week. That's why Ashton Jules is a two-time hardcore champion. And this past Tuesday, I believe, he lost to John Moxley. And at Anarchy Rules, he is scheduled to go one-on-one. It is scheduled to be, at least, the Lost Man, John Moxley, and Ashton Jules for the hardcore title. In a three-way dance. So here we go. Ashton Jules, Rashad Davenport. Rashad Davenport, the Lost Man, is what I meant to say. My bad. Running DDT. What the hell was that? A springboard facebuster, I guess you could call that. Air raid neckbreaker. Never seen the Lost Man do that move. That jump up into the second ropes and then that. But hey, basement drop kick by Rashad. Elbow. Beautiful judo throw into an armbar, cross armbar, some MMA punches there to get out of that. What we got here? That's a fireman's carry into a TKO. Still to come today, the Women's Championship is on the line. Also, the Women's title is on the line. Also, the now Hardcore Rules 2 out of 3 Falls match co-main event, which will be Big Amish and Punishment Martinez. Also, in the main event today, Loco Joe one-on-one with Rob Van Dam in an Extreme Rules match. So, all of that is still to come. And also, I think, I don't know, I'll have to check, but I believe there's a 4-way battle royal again. I believe. I don't know. I might be wrong. Judo throw again into an armbar. think the Lost Man is looking to break the arm, or break something of Rashad. Rashad now back up on his feet. Bit quicker there to counter whatever that was from the Lost Man, but Lost Man counters that. Airplane spin again. Are we going to see another TKO? We do. Can the Lost Man finish Ashton's new sidekick? I guess you could say. Cover. 1. Only a 1 count though. Rashad. Boot to the midsection. What the hell that was, I don't know what that move is, but I don't know if Rashad took to it really. But Rashad now fighting back. Flying clothesline on the big man. He's got the big man rocking, is what I meant to say. Armbar. And there's the rocker dropper. And that's the damnedest rocker dropper you will ever see, ladies and gentlemen. From a man that size. That's a DDT. Oh, crossface. And the Lost Man makes Rashad tap out, sending a message to the Hardcore Champion. Saying, if I can do that to your boy, what am I going to do to you at Anarchy Rules? A handshake is there. Oh. I wonder what Ashton will think about that. Maybe it's a trap. Who knows? But the Lost Man gets the victory. Right. Just let me put this up, ladies and gents, quickly. And then I will just play this quickly. While we get ready for the next match.
What happens when there's no disqualifications, no holes barred, no boundaries? Twitch claims to be the #1 streaming platform in the world, but not even Twitch can contain the most intense wrestling event of 2021, where there are no limits. Every man is out for themselves when GMW presents Anarchy Rules.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, Anarchy Rules next week. Right on the Twitch channel as well, and the replay will be eventually up here on the Facebook page eventually. Facebook's been a bit weird with me lately, but be that as it may, we're about to move on now with KC one-on-one with Dragon Queen. Here we go. Amazing. Thank you for the like. And like I say, guys, if you've just tuned in, apologies for what I'm doing, but I'm eating my tea. I'm having a kebab. Random kebab from my mother when she came home from church. So, there you go. Yes. Amazing. We'll be hopefully back in action this week on GMW as well, after a successful, somewhat bullshitty attempt, but a successful win, which is not easy to say. So hopefully she'll be back in action this week, sometime this week. And yes, of course, these two ended up in a brawl. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to put these two in a cage. I'm going to have to put these two in a cage at Anarchy Rules. Because this is not going to be over by a long shot. This will not be over. It doesn't seem like it's going to be over, if I'm being honest. And it has to be, and it has to end. Beautiful elbow. And this can't stop this back and forth stuff. So I think I'm going to have to stick these two inside Hell in the Cell. Or stick these two inside some sort of a cage. And just let them go at it, quite frankly. Because it seems that all they want to do is kill each other. So... And it seems the Dragon Queen is using Liv Killer as a stepping stone to get what she wants, which is the women's title. Like I say, she's promised by the end of this season, at least, she will be women's world champion. I mean, she got a victory over Amanda Drake at Feel the Heat, at the Feel the Heat pay-per-view. By a card out, but a win's a win. She wants to go through the top contenders. So I tell you what I'm going to do. There will probably be a mixed tag match this week involving them two, but I'll tell you what else I'm going to do this week as well. I am going to... I'm going to put these two in a cage. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, if I'm going to add another stipulation, but it'll be them two in a cage. And Anarchy Rules. Maybe I'll add something to it. I don't know. I'll have to see. Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks ago, I believe, we had the very first GMW Ladies' Night. Okay? We had the Ladies' Night. That's right. The ladies were involved. They were fighting. This was the main event of GMW Ladies' Night, what you're seeing right now. It was Mercedes defending the women's title at that time against Tessa Blanchard, who made her debut as a surprise opponent. Blanchard came in, beat the hell out of her, and won the women's title. Tonight's the rematch. And Blanchard, since then, has been on quite the victory. She holds victories over Red. She holds victories over Amanda Drake as well. And Mercedes won the Battle Royal that was on Thursday. So if Mercedes wins tonight and wins back the women's title, it is scheduled to be Mercedes to defend it against Thunder Rosa at the end, at Anarchy Rules. More than likely going to be on the pre-show. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can fit that in. But I is scheduled for the Anarchy Rules weekend as well. The women's title will be on the line. So at the moment right now, if Mercedes wins, but if Mercedes loses, she gets her rematch next week. And it'll be a final attempt, just like before, for the women's title. More on that in a second. Indeedy. Right, like I was saying, if she loses tonight, next week will be her final attempt. Thank you for the like, Francito. I hope I said that right. I'll just call you Fran. It'll be her last attempt next week, because she's lost it once. This is her rematch. And then it'll be probably her last attempt next week, if she loses tonight. Because she won the Battle Royal, which made her the #1 contender. She dominated the Battle Royal, if you ask me. But what I'm thinking of doing as well, because coming up later on is an Extreme Rules match involving the now new leader of the Wolfpack Mafia, the female Wolfpack Mafia, Alex Winters, against the former leader, Thunder Rosa. And if Mercedes wins this match, what I'm thinking of doing is having Thunder Rosa defend the #1 contendership against Alex Winters, and whoever wins that match will face Mercedes, should she win this match, next week. So, a lot to think about in this women's title matchup.
But this is the rematch. Ladies' Night Part 2. I guess you could say this, because this was the Ladies' Night main event as well. The main event of this episode today will be... I guess you could say co-leader of the Lobos. The co-leader, co-founder, whatever you want to call him, of the Lobos. I fucked that up. The co-leader, co-founder of the Lobos, guess you could say, Loco Joe, goes one-on-one with Rob Van Dam. That is to come later on in this broadcast. That is your main event. The co-main event is a 2 out of 3 falls hardcore match, which was made earlier on today by me, involving the women's champion, involving the now new world heavyweight champion, Punishment Martinez. I say women's champion because I've got this on my mind at the moment. The new world champion taking on, in a non-title match, Big Amish, the former champion, the man who claims that he got robbed on Thursday from his opportunity to become world heavyweight champion. And to be fair, he has a point, because like I said, this past Thursday it was meant to be. This past Thursday. Hogan versus Amish, and if Amish won, he would get a championship match. He would get a title shot. But Martinez derailed them plans, if you will. So, this is the rematch. Again, no disqualifications, no nothing. Exactly the same as the main event of Ladies' Night. As well, exactly the same as Ladies' Night. And Mercedes will be looking to get her belt back. Tessa Blanchard seems to be carrying an injury, according to the bars down below. Maybe because of the punishment she has took. And she's took a lot of punishment, ladies and gentlemen. She's definitely took a lot of punishment. Like I say, she's been tested, and she's passed every test. She's beaten Red. She's beaten Amanda Drake as well. She hasn't lost since winning the women's title 2 weeks ago. But looks like she could be on the downfall, because it seems that Mercedes may have underestimated her 2 weeks ago. Looks like she's come prepared, or seemingly has come prepared. But Blanchard, don't count her out. The woman who seems to be AEW bound in IRL. She's being caught taking photos with caught in photos with AEW stars and everything like that. I kind of hope she goes to WWE in real life, but it would make sense for her to be in AEW. Her father's there. Maybe she could be the first female of the Pinnacle. I wouldn't mind that. Gives the Pinnacle a different look. And by the way, the rematch at May 30th, Double or Nothing, between the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle. If you think the Inner Circle are losing that match, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. The Inner Circle will get even, and then there'll be some big, huge money match down the road, like a rubber match, which will end the feud once and for all. Tessa Blanchard, Mercedes working on the chest and rib cage area. Like I say, it seems that Blanchard is carrying an injury.
Oh, there's the claw. Is this the end of Blanchard? No. Beautiful counter. Armbar counter there from Tessa Blanchard, the women's champion. What she needs to do is do exactly what she did at Ladies' Night. Pick up a weapon and beat the living tar out of Mercedes with it. But Mercedes seems to be one step ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a choke slam. That's a cover. Referee in perfect position for once. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Yep. Oh, and an elbow counter there. There's the cutter. That's how she beat Red last week here on Underground. Like I say, she needs to pick up a weapon. Or wrestle her if she can. That definitely works. Oh. Like a downward spiral move there. Very nice. There you go. Pick up the weapon and do exactly what you did last 2 weeks ago. Do exactly what you did 2 weeks ago. Pick up the weapon and beat the hell out of her with it. Because that's exactly what you did 2 weeks ago to win the women's title. A very unique face slam in the corner there. Boot to the face and just raking, driving the boot in there. Blanchard would be looking for that hammerlock DDT that she likes. I called that one, didn't I? There it is. That's how she won the women's title. Ref in perfect position. 1, 2, and she's retained. She has retained, injury and all. But Tessa Blanchard is still your GMW Women's World Champion. I think what I'm going to do is this. We're going to have the Extreme Rules bout between Alex Winters and Thunder Rosa. Whoever wins that match wrestles Mercedes this week on GMW on Twitch. And whoever wins that match, they could be the undisputed number one contender for the women's championship, and will meet Tessa Blanchard at Anarchy Rules. But she's still your women's world champion, and there'll be no Tessa Blanchard this week. I want to give her a well-earned week off. There'll be no Tessa Blanchard this week. I think she deserves a week off, so she can go and get ready for Anarchy Rules next week, and probably watch who she's going to be facing. But Tessa Blanchard is still your GMW Women's World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back right after this. Because coming up next, it is... Coming up, hardcore 2 out of 3 falls match between Big Amish and Punishment Martinez. Cupido. I just call you Cup. Thank you for the follow. Hello to you. Hello to you. Welcome in. I would think that's... I don't know what the heck that is. I just call you Cup. Welcome in. Thank you in. Right. Coming up, Rob Van Dam, Loco Joe. 2 out of 3 falls. Hardcore match between Punishment Martinez and Big Amish. If Big Amish wins, he gets a title shot this week. And a lot more. This is GMW Underground. And I'll be back with the second half right after this. Stay tuned.
Bullying in any form and any negativity is not welcome in this stream. Any negative will be dealt with. Any bullying will be an instant ban. This is a positive stream / community, and none of that is welcome. Please enjoy the show.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the ways and we ignore the fire.
Welcome back to the second half of Underground, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, coming up next, Vota one-on-one with Evil Eyes. Now, I'm a little bit on my guard here, ladies and gentlemen, because Evil Eyes seems to have formed a group in LCW by the name of the Dark Order. That's right, AEW's Dark Order, blah, blah, blah. LCW have created their own version of it. And for some reason, Evil Eyes is the leader of it. And this coming week is going to be the Mafia, me and the UK Collective taking on Evil Eyes, Mask Terror, and Dios de la Douchebag. Yes, that's the Dark Order, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured. So I hope and pray that he's not bringing this to here, but we'll see what happens. But I will be wrestling Evil Eyes at the Local Kingdom pay-per-view, the LCW Kingdom, or Local Kingdom pay-per-view, which is the next LCW pay-per-view, for the TTV title, in a match that I made famous, the Hardcore Iron Man match. And I plan to put Evil Eyes in the hospital bed. But, speaking of the Dark Order, they didn't have a very good day yesterday on Chaos. Evil Eyes' plan went to shit, pretty much. Because he lost in a singles match, and it is boys, his new crew, lost in the tag team main event. So the plan to take over LCW didn't get off to a good start. Let's just say that. And there he is, the self-proclaimed ass kicker. Not ass kisser, don't mistake that. Ass kicker. That's what he wants to be called. Because he wants to go back to being the man he used to be. And that's winning championships and dominating GMW. He hasn't done that since his return. So he pretty much has not done that since his return. So but he wants to do that. I mean, this man is a former television champion and also a former world heavyweight champion. He wants that notoriety back. And I said, fair enough, dude. The only way you can get it, the only way you'll be able to get it, so I'm just checking my TikTok there, ladies and gents. The only way you'll be able to win is by pinfall or impressing me. Pinfall submission or impressing me. Hopefully he'll be able to do that tonight by driving this little twat, Evil Eyes, straight into the ground. But we are about to find that out. I hope to be back on Discord by next week.
I've took some time off and everything like that. I took a step back and everything. Because, like I say, this past month or so, couple of weeks, whatever, has not been very good to me. Mental health wise, at least. So we'll see what happens next week. And like I say, on Monday I have my jab, which is not very... I am not scared of it, and I know I'm probably going to be fine. It's just I don't want no aches or headaches, because I do plan on being on here on Monday. I do plan to be here Monday to do the GTA 4 stream, because I won't be able to do it on Friday because I'm doing the pre-show on Friday. So I aim to do the GTA 4 playthrough again like I did yesterday. Thanks to everybody who came by yesterday. And I aim to do it again on Monday. But that will all depend on the outcome of my jab. Because a lot of people have been complaining that you get headaches and arm aches and sore arms and everything. I can probably deal with the sore arms, but if I get a headache from it, then we're fucked, basically. But we'll see what happens. And I'll tell you this right now, I'm seeing things on the YouTube, in that. I'm seeing things on the YouTube, people queuing up for their vaccines and everything. I tell you this right now, on Monday, even though it said 10 minutes when I booked the appointment, I swear to God, they better not be a huge queue, because I'm seeing a lot of queues on various videos, massive queues, the size of a post office. And I tell you this right now, they fucking better not be on Monday, otherwise I'm going to be pissed. I want my jab, I want to get in and get out. That's all I want. So there better not be a fucking queue the mile long. Okay? But I've been told my appointment for my jab was at 2:10 Monday afternoon. And it better be Monday afternoon. Okay? Because if not, again, I'm going to be pissed. I am not going to be a happy man, let me tell you. Well, Evil Eye's the new leader of the Dark Order in LCW. Anyway, I don't know if he's bringing it to LCW, to GMW rather. You better not. But he wants to take over LCW. I would imagine he wants to take over GMW too. And he's going the right way about it, because he's wrestling Votto at the moment, trying to keep him down. Working the arms. Votto needs to get up and get in the face of this man quickly. Come on, Votto. I forgot what they call that move. Chris Harris used to do that. There's the snake eyes. Come on, Votto. I want to see a package pile driver. A backbreaker works, but I want to see a package pile driver. Downward spiral. Come on, big man. Choke slam works. I'll go with that. Great card by Evil Eyes. I'll give him that. Roll through. Knee strike. STO takedown. There's the leg bar. Come on, Vota. Knee to the gut. Well played. Running DDT. That'll work. Vota needs to hit that package power driver. Or go for the cover. One. No. Vota needs to hit that package power driver and do it now. And he heard me. Because there it is. The package power driver. 1, 2. Vota wins it. The hostile takeover has basically gone to shit, quite frankly, for Evil Eyes. And even though Vota and I probably don't see eye to eye, even though we've done business together, but I didn't need to come out and attack Evil Eyes. Vota took care of the business. Well played, sir. Well played. Big win for Vota. Right, coming up next, grudge match. And whoever wins this gets an opportunity to go for the women's title. It's Alex Winters, it's Thunder Rosa. Winters, the now new leader of the Wolfpack Mafia, against the woman who used to be the enforcer and a leader too of the Wolfpack Mafia before she got kicked out. Kicked out for turning on the Mafia, on the rest of the members. But this is an Extreme Rules bout. Falls count anywhere. The winner of this goes for the women's title. Let's go. Here it is, Alex Winters. The brand new leader of the Mafia. Will she recruit? We will only find out. Here comes Thunder Rosa. Damn creepers. Underway with this highly anticipated now grudge match. Thunder Rosa seems to be dominant at the moment. Alex Winters. Some knees. Boot to midsection and a discus forearm there, I suppose. Snap suplex by Thunder Rosa. Come on, Thunder. Come on, Alex. It's Extreme Rules, but it seems these two want to wrestle. Well, you one count. Okay. First version of the Dirty Deeds. Still to come. Hardcore Rules 2 out of 3 falls match. Punishment Martinez, the World's Heavyweight Champion, and Big Amish. Also, as well, Extreme Rules again, it will be Rob Van Dam and Loco Joe. One-on-one. And that Rob Van Dam Loco Joe match is your main event of Underground today. As well. And the next installment of GMW Underground will be in 2 weeks. It'll be May 29th. Mark it down in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. May 29th. Okay, mark it down in your calendars. May 29th will be the next installment of GMW Underground. And hopefully as well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll let you in on something. Hopefully as well, I will have a new direction, somewhat of a new direction for Underground coming up in 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks now to do it. But I want it. And Thunder Rosa wins. Damn it. But I want to give Underground a new identity, because because when you see it, it's the same stuff that I do from Tuesday and Thursday as well. You know, with the entrance and everything like that. That's still going to remain the same, but I want to give Underground a new intro. You know, keep the intro that I've been using for the Tuesday and Thursday show, but give Underground its own intro as well. The only downside to that is, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't got a fucking clue what song to use. I don't want to use Miracle as well, even though that is the GMW theme song. But I want to give Underground a new identity and with a new theme song. Okay, still the same show, but I just wanted to feel a little bit different than the other two shows. So I have 2 weeks now to do it. So
It's going to be a ball of fruits and nuts, let me tell you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right. Co-main event time, ladies and gents. It is the Big Amish and the new World Heavyweight Champion, Punishment Martinez. Now, before I do that, ladies and gents... Nope. I'll put that up there so I can play this.
What happens when there's no disqualifications, no holes barred, no boundaries? Twitch claims to be the #1 streaming platform in the world, but not even Twitch can contain the most intense wrestling event of 2021, where there are no limits. Every man is out for themselves when GMW presents Anarchy Rules.
A week today, ladies and gentlemen. Anarchy Rules, May 22nd. You do not want to miss that, let me tell you. Anarchy Rules, May 22nd. On Twitch. Replays will be up on the YouTube channel and the Twitch. And the Facebook page as well. Anarchy will rule, May 22nd, let me tell you. And like I say, it is a no holds barred pay-per-view, no holds barred, no count-outs, no disqualifications, no nothing. It is just going to be one big, huge show. It is something you damn sure do not want to miss. But anyway, 2 out of 3 falls. If Amish wins this match, he will get a title shot this week, right before the pay-per-view. Because the go-home shows are this week, ladies and gentlemen. And if Amish wins today, he will get a title shot right before the pay-per-view. Either Tuesday or Thursday, I will have to make my decision. But if he wins, that's only if he wins this match. If he doesn't, I never said a word. It is 2 out of 3 falls, by the way. Like I say, he was on course, ladies and gentlemen. He was on course to whip Hogan's rear end. He was beating Hogan. He had Hogan pretty much beat. And he was taking it to the legend. And if he'd have won that match on Thursday, he would have probably got a title shot. But Martinez came down, turned it into a triple threat match for the world title, and pretty much stole the world championship away from Hogan. And Amish is not a happy bunny like he wasn't at the beginning of the show. So I've decided to give Amish one opportunity. If he doesn't win today, and he will not get his championship match, that he craves, by the way, he will not get the title shot. He'll have to wait until Anarchy Rules for the title shot. But he'd be wanting to go into Anarchy Rules as the champion. Or he'd be looking to go into Anarchy Rules as the champion. But, you know, stranger things have happened, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. Here comes the brand new, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, brand new World Heavyweight Champion. He cashed it in. He won the title. He cashed it in, won the belt, and now he is on top of the world, ladies and gents. He's on top of the GMW mountain once again. Representing the Los Loco Lobos. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, with what he did on Thursday, cashing in that money in the bank to win the World Heavyweight Championship and have that beautiful prize around his waist, all members of the Mafia, of the Lobos rather, carry world title belts. Martinez, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ray Wolf, the World Television Champion,
and Ray Wolf and Loco Joe, the World Tag Team Champions. I wonder if Maximum Carlos will be able to make it a clean sweep. Because this coming week, I'm going to book Ashton Jules one-on-one with Maximum Carlos in a hardcore match. And if Carlos wins, it will not be a triple threat match at Anarchy Rules. It will be a fatal four-way at Anarchy Rules for the hardcore title. Amish is carrying an injury also. You say he took a beating on Thursday though. Despite the fact he pretty much had the world champion beat, he didn't have to take a beating. And but you can't keep a good man down. And like I said on Thursday, Martinez had no respect for the butter on Thursday, when he came down and pretty much stole the World Heavyweight Championship. But if Amish wins this match today, this week on GMW, he will get a World Championship match right before the pay-per-view. If he doesn't, and Martinez wins this match, Amish will have to wait until Anarchy Rules May 22nd to get that World Championship match, because he is part of the Scramble match as well. And hopefully by the end of this week, I will have 6 men. At the moment right now, I have 4. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but there is 6 men that I'm looking to bring in. At the moment right now, I have 4. Which is, I don't know, probably not very good. But I'm looking for one more. But I'm looking for 2 more. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Beautiful move. I mean, like I said, this could be a great feud. Martinez. And this time as well, Martinez is still in the Lobos, because the last time he won the world title, he got kicked out the Lobos as well. But he's done his boss, at least one of his bosses, very proud as well in Loco Joe. Because like I say now, all the major titles, 3 of the major titles, apart from the hardcore title, but the top 3 major titles, the tag titles, the TV title, and now the World Heavyweight Championship, are represented by the Los Loco Lobos. They are controlled by the Lobos as well. And Ray Wolf will unfortunately have to do double duty at Anarchy Rules, because he defends the TV Championship against Mr. Owe. That's meant to be a discus boot, but when he's close like that, it's just a straight boot. 1, 2, and that's 1 fall apiece, or 1-0 to the World's Heavyweight Champion. Amish needs to fight back. This is hardcore rules, by the way. Hardcore 2 out of 3 falls match. I think the injury is keeping Amish down at the moment. There's that straight jacket DDT. That's what won him the world title on Thursday when he cashed it in on Hogan. 1, 2, and Amish kicks out. That's what won him the world title on Thursday when he did it on Hogan. Oh, and a knee. Roundhouse kick by the man known as Damien Price. That's a DDT by Big Amish. Amish needs to do something and do it quickly. He is one fall apiece. He's one fall down at the moment. Currently carrying a rib injury at the moment. Or some sort of an injury in the chest and rib area. And that knee to the gut is not going to help matters. Martinez with a kendo stick. Oh, and he hits him with it. Amish takes that kendo stick. Amish needs to keep this going. Oh, right in the gut. Kind of there from the heavyweight champion. And the same again. Amish is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Big mudhole stomping there from the world's heavyweight champion. Cover. Is this it? And just kicks out. Does the Big Amish. Amish needs to end this and get a quick fall. Otherwise, he can kiss his dream of a world title match this week. Goodbye. Sticking the boot in the face again. And he hits it. That's it. That has to be it. 1, 2. And Martinez gets one over on the Big Amish. And unfortunately, Amish will have to wait for his title match. But from behind, that's Vince McMahon, I believe, playing as Big Amish, but Martinez gets rid of him. Maybe Vince McMahon doesn't like Punishment Martinez being in GMW. I don't know. You gotta love 2K, ladies and gentlemen. But Big Amish, I guess playing the part of Vince McMahon was the Big Amish. I guess. No, maybe, I don't know. But Martinez has to wait. Martinez is the World Heavyweight Champion, and he will have to wait. But coming up now is the main event of the evening. Loco Joe, one-on-one with Rob Van Dam. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the main event. Loco Joe, Rob Van Dam. WWE Hall of Famer and the whole effing show as well. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Right. Rob Van Dam. Mr. Monday Night, as he's known, Mr. Pay-Per-View, the longest television champion, or the longest reigning ECW TV champion of all time, is about to go one-on-one with Loco Joe. Now, this match came about because Rob Van Dam is the master of the 5-star frog splash. It seems that Loco has been using it lately, and Rob Van Dam does not like that. There he is, the world, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. They will defend the World Tag Team titles at Anarchy Rules, the Lobos, against the Aftershock, the #1 contenders. Here we go. Loco Joe, World Tag Team Champion here in GMW. LCW World Tag Team Champion. LCW World Heavyweight Champion at the moment, at least until the Kingdom pay-per-view, the next LCW pay-per-view. He will defend the belt against Samoa Joe. This is Extreme Rules, False Count Anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And a right hand on there as well. Oh, God's sake. Right. A right hand on there as well. Van Dam with the cover. Not even a 1 count, ladies and gentlemen. Not even a 1 count. And a sort of like a cutter move there from Loco. Loco Joe. Irish whip far side. Rob Van Dam with spinning heel kick. Misses. Loco. Snap mare. Drop kick. Basement drop kick there from Loco on Loco Joe from Rob Van Dam. Knee to the gut and a Hurricane Rana on the former heavyweight champion of the world and current LCW World Heavyweight Champion, Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam, kick, and he's going for another Hurricane Rana, like I say. False count anyway, ladies and gentlemen, no count outs. It is not 2 out of 3 falls like the last match was. And what a shot that was, my friend. Oh, that elbow, leg drop right across the arm. That does not help, or feel good, for that matter. Beautiful drop kick there. Oh, the beautiful leg drop, I should say, not drop kick. Don't know what I said drop kick for, but in any event. Tree of Woe time. And then just a straight kick. Knocks Loco right off the world thing. 1. Only a 1 count. Loco needs to fight back. Telegraphing that kick from face lock. Counters that. Loco, Irish whip far side. An arm bar, dragon screw leg whip is what I meant to say. It's a leg bar, whatever. Right. Rob Van Dam. Spinning kick, no. And an arm, nope, forearm right in the face. Loco took that one right in the face. And there's the spinning heel kick that Rob Van Dam was trying to do. Like an arm bar. Tight move there from Rob Van Dam. Going for another cover. 1, not even a 2 count. I think Rob needs to do more than that. Forearm smash. Beautiful forearm smash there from Rob Van Dam. Elbow. Another elbow. And another elbow. Irish whip. Van Dam hit hard, but then he counters it. An Irish whip for Loco. These two have kept it a wrestling match. That I will say. And is Rob Van Dam going for what I think he's going for? Yes, it is. This is the split-legged moonsault. Classic Van Dam. And has he won the match with that? 1, 2, and no, he got a 2 count that time. As well, the previous times he's went for a cover, he's went for a 1 count. Spinning heel kick, drop kick move, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Irish whip again. Van Dam. Loco needs to fight back. Loco up on top. Loco X Joe. And kicks him away. And, oh my God. A very unique offense there from Loco. The cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. This is Extreme Rules, ladies and gentlemen. But it seems these two want to keep it a wrestling match. Sweep. Doesn't get it. Duck under. That is a German suplex. Ref slow. 1. I think it might have had a 2 count there if the ref got down quicker. Loco rolls to the outside. Oh, sunset bomb on the outside. Van Dam looking for a kendo stick. He's found one. And then Loco found it and hits him with it. And Van Dam hits Loco again with it. Van Dam beating the hell out of the leader of the Los Loco Lobos. Oh my God. He's going for that sunset bomb again. Another one. And he takes it again. If I was Van Dam there, I'd have went for the cover. Like I say, it's Extreme Rules, guys. False count anywhere. Oh. Beautiful counter there from Van Dam. An arm wrench and an elbow to the arm. And a knee to the chest area, back area, whatever that was meant to be. Roll through, I guess. Yep. And an elbow drop. Is Van Dam going up on top? No, he's not. Referee out of position. 1, 2. And Loco just kicks out. Loco needs to get up. Van Dam. Like I said, Van Dam dominated Martinez on Tuesday. And that's the Loco. That's the LCK. I don't know if Loco is going to win. Referee out of position. 2. Not even a 2 count. Freaking refs, man. Heel kick. Oh my God. Loco gets thrown back in the wing. If I was Van Dam right now, I'd go for the 5-star. Arm drag takedown counter. Boot to the midsection. Start it! Oh my God, ref. Oh, he won it! I thought the ref's stupidity cost him that victory there, but he didn't. And Loco Joe, with the stunner, gets a stunning victory over Rob Van Dam. Here on the main event of Underground. Let's go. Loco Joe gets the victory. GMW. Loco Joe proves that he is supreme to Rob Van Dam. Will he do that at Anarchy Rules? I tell you what, let's give you a quick update, ladies and gentlemen. A quick recap, and then I'm done. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of the weekend off. I hope to be back on here Monday, guys. I'm going to put a schedule up before I go to bed tonight. But don't be surprised if it's cancelled. If it's cancelled, it's because I'm having a headache or something's wrong with my arm and whatever. Right, Amish and Martinez got into a promo at the beginning of the show, which led to their 2 out of 3 falls hardcore match. Maniac and Samoa Joe managed to get the victory over the Mafia. To be honest, OJJ had it won, but Samoa Joe muscle busting me on the onto the pinfall that OJJ had, broke it up, and then Samoa Joe gets the victory with that as well, with the muscle buster. So what I'm going to do is this week, this is your main event, one of your main events this week. Samoa Joe one-on-one with OJJ. Also, the Lost Man ruined the debut of Rashad Davenport, and send a message out to Ashton Jules. Dragon Queen and KC did not get off to it because Liv Killer spoiled the match again. This has to end, and it's going to end. Tessa Blanchard retained the Women's Championship in a hard-fought bout with injury and all. She's still the GMW Women's World Champion, and she will not be competing again until Anarchy Rules. We've already got everything sorted out as far as the women's title picture concerned this week. Thunder Rosa fought Alex Winters. What I'm going to do is this week, I've decided to make the following because I can. It'll be Mercedes, Thunder Rosa, Alex Winters in a 3-way dance this week. Whoever wins faces Tessa Blanchard and Anarchy Rules. Evil Eyes has not had a good week. His quest to take over LCW failed miserably yesterday, or did start off well yesterday, and it's got even worse today with his loss to Vota. Martinez stopped Amish getting a championship match this week. Amish will now have to wait to the pay-per-view for the title match. And as you clearly just saw there with the stunner, Loco Joe is your victor against Rob Van Dam in the main event. Right. I hope to be back this Monday, ladies and gentlemen, with more Grand Theft Auto playthrough. Like I say, if it gets cancelled, you know why, because I'm getting the jab on Monday as well. Hopefully there'll be no effects of my jab on Monday as well. And hopefully I can come on here for a couple of hours and take care of business like I did on Friday. I'll be back on Tuesday on Twitch with more GMW. Again, GTA playthrough on Wednesday as well. And I'll be back on Thursday with more GMW. I'll be back on Friday with Anarchy Rules pre-show. And then it'll be the pay-per-view on Saturday on Twitch. So hope to see you guys all there next week. So I hope to be here. If it gets cancelled, guys, you have been warned. It'll probably be because of the effects of the jab. But I'm getting my jab on Monday, and I hope to be back to normal next week as well. So we'll see what happens. I'm starting to get back to normal, but I'm not going to rush it. We'll just see how it goes going into next week. If I can get back to normal, get back to doing what I do, and being who I am and everything like that, I'll do it. If I have to wait another week, I'll do it. We'll see what happens. But I'm in no mood for drama. I'm in no mood for stress. I'm in no mood for anything. I just want to be happy and positive. And from this day forward, if you can't bring that into my life, get the fuck out. Seriously. But with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week for more streams. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I am done. Thank you and good night.